Hi there, I am Dory Jo Stoll with Prairie Scraps, and if you are watching this early, it is day 19 of 30 days of homemade Christmas gifts. And if you're watching this like before day 19, like today on Monday, the 2nd of December, it's because you remember, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a member. If you are watching this on the actual 3rd of December, then I would love to have you subscribe and like and become a member of my channel because that helps me make more content and make all these crazy handmade gifts. So today I have an idea for a handmade gift. It's a little bit different than some of the things I've been doing, but I want to show you one of the things I like to do for neighbors' gifts, and even just like when I go to places for the holidays or if I just go visit, it's fun to just drop in on a good friend. I don't always like to do a full out like gift exchange with friends, but it's fun to put together some homemade gifts to give. So this one is kind of for those of you who um, maybe you don't have that ability to make just a ton of things or whatever. This one is I'm proposing a new idea. Anyway, I hope it's new. One of the things that we do, well, I've done no matter where we've lived, but out here in the West, a lot of people do a lot of canning. And so I want to suggest that giving away your homemade canned goods to people for a gift, and you could even very inexpensively can something for the holidays. We one year my daughter needed 3 different kinds of vegetables canned for the fair, and we just went and bought the mini carrots already cut and canned those and pressure cooked them. I mean, so it's totally possible. Like even if you're maybe do some cranberry sauce or do a cranberry jelly, cranberry orange jelly, great time to get that produce right now. It's okay to go to the grocery store and get it if you didn't get some of it from your garden this summer. But if you're like us, sometimes we have some, something sitting down a little extra. I try to go within the last year that we made from this last fall, up through the Christmas time. But so this is an example. This is actually, all of these are older. We did not get around to canning this year, but I'm just giving you an example. We made some peach jelly from our peach tree out in front of our house. And so I always, when we do them, we usually label them. My husband must have done, I think he made this, in fact. It's like, why'd you make peach jelly? I like peach jam. I like the chunks of peaches. The berries, you can take all the seeds out, but anyway. So he did peach jelly 2 years ago off the peaches from our tree and sieved off all the parts. And then usually when I make the tags, I try to get like a date on it so people know not to use it more than a year. Canned goods usually stay shelf safe. When I make a batch of canned goods, I wait a month or two, open it up, and make sure everything looks good and looks right before I would give away my own canned goods. But you kind of get the knack of it. And then I always actually, after they're done canning and the lid sticks, I don't actually store them with the rings on because I know like in moisture areas, bugs like to nest inside of those. So I take those off and wash the jars off really good and then can't store them just like this. But to give them away, I like to put the ring back on because I think it looks nice and clean. And then I give them the jar and the ring. Sometimes people will think you want the jar back and that's fine. They'll just hand it to you later in the year when they've eaten it. This is a basil pepper jelly that my husband made last fall. Yummy, yummy. It hardly tastes like pepper because he was just doing exactly what the recipe said and no more, no less, because he didn't want it to be spicy. But this literally tastes like sugar in a jar and hardly any of it. But it's very beautiful. It's a great gift. You could give this with like a charcuterie jar board wrapped with it or put in a basket with a charcuterie board. This would be a great gift for somebody. And then if you have like something that's not very easily gotten and sort of valuable, like huckleberries in our area are very valuable. So for my son's wedding, we gave all the guests that came from out of town a little jar. So sometimes when I know I want to use them for a gift for neighbors and for friends, or if we have a wedding, I give away a tiny jar. I'll just make all my jams in tiny jars so that I could give away a smaller sampling of it and make it go further. So we had, I don't know, I think I did, 40 jars of them for the wedding. So this was last fall we did this. This was huckleberry jam. And it just happened, I'm not going to waste this because huckleberries like gold around here. So those are my 3 different ideas. The way that I get my my recommendation for a canning book, an all-around canning book, is the Ball Complete Home Book of Home Preservation. And I don't even know if they sell the hardcover anymore. Mine's really got some wear and tear. You can see where I mark off all the different ones that we are doing, that we do regularly. Peaches and syrup, you know, you got to can your peaches, whatever. We love almost every single recipe in here. Every recipe we've done in here turns out they're according to directions for your canning. So I highly suggest it. It takes you step by step. And then it tells you variations. So if you have a lot of fruit or vegetables, you can look up any fruit or vegetable, even has meat recipes in here. Just tons of things that you wouldn't even think to make. And it's got it in there. Syrups, and we made strawberry lemonade concentrate one year. Awesome if you live in strawberry area. So anyway, that would give you a whole plethora of ideas. And if you need a link on how to get this, I don't make anything off of that book, but I want to show you how you can package it up so it looks cute for the holiday. You know, it's all about the packaging, right? So we've got our jar of jelly that we're going to give to our neighbors. Make sure it's clean. You don't have to do anything more than that. I think it looks nice and classy, but we're going to make a tag to go on this. Of course, we have to be just a little bit extra. We like to add it. These are our chalk couture tags, wood tags. They're like a wood surface. And we're just going to use one of our minis on there. I'm just putting it on there. We're going to really quickly go over this with our Forest Shimmer. It's my favorite color of the season. I don't know. In the past, it's been the Crimson Shimmer. But this year, I am loving the green. So everything has been in the shimmer green. I don't know. Just do what you got to do. Whatever color. You could do anything, any of the minis on here that you want. I'm going to keep this super simple. We're not going to do anything fancy dancy, but I'll just set that aside. And these transfers, you can reuse them. As you can see, I have used, this one is, these I have used over and over and over. Absolutely looks perfect. So good. And then I'm just going to take that to the sink and wash it off with a board eraser. We're going to take and dry this really quick. Isn't that cute? So cute. It always, this particular mini set, I don't even know what the name of it is, but you can look and see today, it's really economical. You get 12 of them on a B-size transfer. And you can use, like I said, you can use them a dozen times each if you take good care of them. Just wash them in the sink, get the paste off on the front and the back, let it dry, sticky side up, and then put it back on the backing and you're good to go for the next time. So there that one is. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to do a little happy holidays at the top. You could do Merry Christmas or whatever. This also, I think, was in this set. I'm just going to go right on the top here with the happy holidays. And I think we'll use some gold this round. And we'll use our little tool for this. My gold shimmer. With shimmers, you just want to push a little bit more. Make sure you get it nice and good into those recesses, into the white parts. The white parts are what show. But this, these patterns in this particular set of transfers reminds me so much of the Scandinavian look. To me, that's what it looks like. So we're just going to peel to reveal. It's fun every time. Didn't that turn out great? Easy peasy. And then to dress this up, again, I'm just going to set this aside, take it to the sink, and we will wash that really quick and easy. And I'm going to dry this up really quick, and we're going to do one more thing to just kind of dress this one up. I love the Scandinavian look. I am mostly Scandinavian, so that is kind of fun. And next, the last thing I'm going to do here is I am just going to put this over a piece of cardboard so I can catch the sanding. But we are going to just sand down the edges since this is a wood little surface. I like to rough it up. That just gives it a little bit extra. You could clear coat it if you were worried about it, but really once this sets for about 24 hours, it's going to be good to go for a long time. I think this is a well-used Dollar Tree sanding block. Easy peasy. Cheap and easy. I think there's these tags come in a 6-pack. I don't even know if they're still available, but so there you can. Ooh, what was that? You can see it just. It's really subtle. You can go hard or soft. I like to go a little bit more. All right, and that is it for our sanding. Might need to get rid of that sanding block. And then we got it. All right, so let's do a little zhuzhing, right? So to do this, all you need is a tea towel, and this is a beautiful tea towel my daughter brought for me for Thanksgiving. Wasn't that nice of her? She gave me a little basket with a charcuterie board. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got the gifting daughter. And we're just going to take this and use a little bit of string around it. And you can see where I got the green idea from, because this is gorgeous. And we're just going to use this tea towel so that it's kind of a double duty gift. They get the gift of jelly, and they will get the little gift of the tea towel with it. So we don't want to do anything to harm the tea towel. Just trying to find the center point here so that it's even all the way around. Take the short sides and just fold them in, and then take the long sides, and that's what you're going to go on. We're just trying to get a nice little tie, and we don't want to do anything permanent. No heat gun needed for this. No hot glue gun is needed for this. And I kind of like this little white here. And we'll just see how we do this. I don't know. I'm kind of, like I said, this is just my idea. You could put a little, if you had a little charcuterie knife, you could put that in here too. Just tie it in there. Just going to do a little bow, because they're going to want to use this again. Cut that off, about the same length. So there we go. We've got that. And might move it up a little bit just to kind of make it stand. Let me get you a little better view. I don't know. There's probably no good view, but I will keep showing you. So that's what we're going to do for that. And then we'll string a little piece of maybe twine around this. And the other thing you could do, see, this little tag could be totally used. Is that cute? Could totally be used for, we're going to tie that around here too. Could be used for a little ornament. And you could sign your name on the back if you'd like. Put from the Stoles on the back. I could put from Dory Joe or Dory, whatever you know me by. I usually go by Dory. I have Dory Joe Stowell on Facebook because I lost my Dory. Anyway, trying to put a bow in this, and it's not succeeding. And you could see, like, this would seem like it's a little big, but because we might even tuck in the corners a little bit just to make it look a little more finished. You could, play around with it. I don't know. Sometimes, just zhuzh it up a little bit. I think that looks really cute. And then you could put an ornament on there. You could put our famous little jingle bells on there. Isn't that cute? You could use any kind of ribbon. You could use even the curling ribbon. It would totally work. And they get, like, how cute is that they get this little gift with the tag, and the tag they could use for an ornament, and they always remember that you gave them that, and it's practical. Don't you love that for a gift? I think it's just great. And then you send your kids over to the neighbor's house and deliver. I just think it's a cute little gift that you can give for Christmas. So let me put this up, and I can show you here. I think my daughter did really cute job. Isn't that the cutest towel? She did such a great job. So there it is. It doesn't even really take much. I think if I were tying it again, I would probably take and reverse. So I would have put this on the inside, and I could fool with it a little bit so you could see, so that this looks, maybe double it over a little bit so that it looks more like actually, what I would do is, I had a rubber band here. It's been a rubber band here forever. And I keep thinking, where's that rubber band? You could put a little ornament on here too if you wanted. Jingle bells on there. Piece more ribbon, different ribbon. Just depends on what you want to do. But you could, actually, wherever that. Where in the world are... Oh, I know, I've got some here. What are these little hair ribbons? These are the little tiny hair ribbons. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to just make like a little ponytail and reverse it on itself. I'm going to try anyway. So we're going to take these little ends and just ponytail them together like this. And then I'm just going to reverse it down and put it in the center. Kind of fold it into the center. And that way it just sort of... The other way you could do it is just tie it. There. You get the idea. Probably start by tying the end, you know, like folding the ends in instead of doing them up. So, and we could do that too. So I appreciate you coming here. This is a great little idea for your holiday gifts. Isn't that a cute little tag to go on there? Easy peasy. The other thing you could do is sometimes one of my cute ideas is to go ahead and buy the fancy tags already made. You don't even have to make your own tag if you don't want, and just put a nice fancy tag on there with some string. I love using colored baker's twine for Christmas gifts. Last year we gave out sourdough bread and tied it up with baker's twine in inside of parchment paper. Just did a really nice tie on it, and that was it. And just put a really nice tag on it, like one of these, and that says to and from on the back side, and it looks so beautiful. So that is day 19. Make sure you check out all the rest of them. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And again, if you would like to join as my membership, that it would be wonderful. That helps out my channel. And I hope you have a very blessed day and keep on crafting.